Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. So glad that you stopped in. Thank you so much for joining me. Man, is it chilly just for me or is it chilly for you guys too? I'm going to give everybody a minute to kind of catch up. Realize it's a live stream and you guys can tell me if you can hear me okay. That'd be great. Do the thumbs up, of course. And, well, we'll do this. We'll get right into this. So we'll give folks a couple minutes to kind of catch up and stuff. So who's in the chat? Say hi if you would, please, so that I know who I'm talking to. Flagship, I see you. Peace back at you, brother. And yeah, fishing and chilling, buddy. I'm excited too. I've been looking at the weather, and it doesn't look too bad, man. I've had everything with fishing and chilling. I've had everything from ice, everything from ice to, I want to kind of fix this camera here real quick. Hold on a second. Sometimes it has trouble focusing, but I've had everything from ice and snow and just the nastiest stuff, right up to the warmest of weather. And it's been probably, I think I've done this now 5 years in a row. I've only recently started inviting people. I think the last 3 years I've invited folks. But I've done this for like 5 years now. And one of those years, it was just like warm. It was kind of pleasant. You know what I mean? So, but I'm looking at the weather right now. It does not look too bad. Does not look too bad. So I'm kind of hoping that we get a warm spell for this one. The last couple, I'll be honest, we did more chilling than we did fishing. It was cold, is what I'm saying. A lot of high winds and stuff. But we still went out and made it happen, of course. It was a good old time. This year, man, I think there's a lot of interest, too. Appreciate it. You guys can hear me well. Good. So I guess while I'm waiting for folks to, like, kind of, show up and stuff, I have just a short list of things. I always try to make a couple notes through the week. And if you didn't know yet, if you're kind of new to the channel and stuff, my name's Randall. I charter at Lewistown Lake for the most part, but I'm in central Pennsylvania. I'm doing charters right now on my schedule are at Lewistown Lake, Foster Sayers in Howard, Pennsylvania, and Lake Erie. So if you guys are interested in fishing any one of those three places, you guys can feel free to send me a message. But I've been trying to do these live streams talking, chatting about fishing on Tuesday nights for everybody. So we can't really all get together all the time and, go out on a boat and do some fishing for all the different reasons that exist. But there's no reason we can't get together and just kind of have a little chat and talk about what's going on and at least stay in the loop, so to speak. So every Tuesday, I'm trying to do this around 6 o'clock. And if you guys want to come back around, of course, you're always welcome. There's no cost to it. And all I ask is if you show up right here regularly, if you would consider it, do the sub, do the thumbs up and stuff, because that helps the channel out. And it's a small channel, but it's growing fast. Yes, we got a good community here, and they've been supporting me. So thanks, guys, for that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get into it. We've got a couple people in the chat, so thanks for joining us. Doug, I see you there, bud. Thanks for stopping in. I have a couple things I'm going to talk about, but it's still pretty loose. If you guys want to just chat, I appreciate the feedback and, the interaction. But you, of course, like always, are just welcome to hang out. So if y'all are just in the wings, just kind of chilling and stuff, you're welcome here too. It's all good. But chilly. It's been chilly lately, and I know that's keeping a lot of people off the water. But I think even more than that, I think it's the hunting season that's got people's attention drawn away. So if you've seen my dock updates in the last 2 weeks or so, I was watching for this full moon cycle coming through. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the moon cycle and kind of my opinion on it anyways. But maybe that'll give you some insight. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the full moon as well. It's funny because you get the whole spectrum. People say it shuts down and people say they do really good. So it's kind of interesting. Kind of depends on the fisherman, I'm reckoning. So before I jump into it and stuff, I wanted to mention that I'm seeing with my Amazon links, I am an Amazon affiliate, and I see a lot of people clicking on the links and going to Amazon to do their shopping. Guys, I really appreciate that. That's the easiest way you guys can support me is through those things. As a content creator, as we do this stuff online, that's how we earn a living. It's through our affiliate links and through sponsorships, things like that. So if you know of a business that might think that we have a good partnership, tell them to reach out to me. That's what I do. And of course, for you guys following through with all the affiliate links that I have on the bottom of my videos. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's not going unnoticed. Of course, the number one way to support me is through the website. It's just randallrydes.com. And you can go there and find everything Randall Rydes there. So everything from my lures and booking trips and schedules and even my music stuff is there too. So you guys are welcome to check it all out. But cool. So there's something I wanted to share with you guys. You guys know I have a fishing lure, right? Well, it's been a while since I actually did I need to refresh the commercial. So that's what it comes down to. So I've tweaked the lure. More specifically, I've tweaked the set of lures so that it's more of a fishing system, more so than just a lure. And so I wanted to make a commercial that kind of showcase that and maybe give people the idea of how to use it as a kit, as a full system for fishing instead of just a lure. And so I wanted to actually share with you guys, I'm really just putting together the clips of the videos to do for the video, for the commercial, but I have that kind of spliced together real rough, so it's really just starting to come together, right? But I have those clips put together, and I thought that I'd play them here with you watching right now on the live stream, so you get a little glimpse at the editing that I do for these fishing trips. Of course, I wanted to premiere the lure, but I have a lot of fishing footage that you've never seen that I've just been kind of stockpiling. You see, I go out on trips a lot, so I take people fishing a lot, and I can't really make a video because my focus is on catching fish, not making a video. And so I'll flip the camera on and I'll catch little glimpses here and there, but that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to pull videos from that, so it's like it's kind of like low key. It's just kind of like, it's all just kind of chill feels, just family fishing kind of adventures. Your everyday man and woman can go out and use the lure and jig and stuff. So that's the footage that I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm going to jump into that, not just yet, but I'm going to get into that and share with you a little bit with the videos I have. But it's some stuff you've never seen, and it's a real rough cut. So it's kind of cool. I thought that that'd be fun to kind of share here on the video, on the live stream tonight. But I do have a question. You guys might know I do events pretty regular, and I have a couple events scheduled now on the Facebook page. I think I have 4 of them right now scheduled, and one of them is Paddlin' and Bassin', specifically the Paddlin' and Bassin' Spring Edition. The spring edition goes from, Mapleton? So basically just outside of Huntingdon down to Mount Union. But I have a question for you guys. Like, I know not everybody has a kayak, and if you do, you don't do a whole lot of kayak fishing, though you should. You should come out and join us for that whole paddle. I know that's not everybody's gig for all the reasons, right? However, I want to ask you about this. I had an idea. You don't have to go kayaking to come and join, the event. We're going to camp out that first night before. And I called ahead too, and I checked with the town, whoever does, the supervisor of the park or whatever. And I checked with them about camping, and they have about a dozen campsites at the site. So I'm talking about, this is going to be in June. It's the first weekend of June, I think. You guys can check my events page. Well, I'll show you in a minute. But anyways, that first night is going to be just camping over. So we're going to get there Friday, and we're just going to camp over and hang out for the night, right? The reason I'm bringing it up here is because if you don't have a kayak, or if you're not interested in doing the kayak fishing portion of it, you could still come out. You could just do the camping portion of it. So what I'm saying is, what I'm suggesting here is that even if folks don't want to do the paddling and bassing event and actually paddle and go fishing on the kayak, you can come out and like have an actual camping event the Friday night before. So call it like a community camping, event or something like that. I don't think I want to make it like a separate event, though I could. I think it would be good to just make sure that folks know that they could come out that Friday night, and it's family friendly. You can bring the kids, and if you want to go kayaking and fishing the next day and then pull boats and be done with it, you could do that. But the idea is that first night, I think we could do like a community camping event. And I know that's not something everybody does, or they don't have an opportunity or reason. There's no cost to it. I do a lot of traveling on the motorcycle, and on the East Coast is broken, guys. They're just not free camping. It's an insane idea in the East, especially the Northeast, to let people camp for free. Everywhere else in the country that I travel, free camping is all over the place. But right up here in the Northeast, it's just everything's broken with camping. But this is the one few places that I know of that you can go camp for free. It hasn't been infringed yet. So I love the idea of folks coming together for whatever reason. I don't care if it's for fishing or for 4th of July or if it's just a camping excursion. But that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to push that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? You think that would work? So let me do this. I'll show you the event that I have here. Let me see. I want to change what you're looking at there to this. There we go. So this is the event that I'm actually talking about here. So it is right there. So it's the last day of May, and then that first weekend right there. May 31st to June 2nd is what I'm looking at. So the idea is that first night. So it'd be the night of the 31st, which should be a Friday. And then, of course, this is the events you can look at. That's my daughter holding a smallmouth bass that she caught last year when we were on it. And but the dates are, so this would be the evening of May 31st there. So if you guys want to join that, find my events page there, Randall Rydes Fishing. Here we go. This is me, Randall Rydes Fishing Charter on Facebook. And shoot me a message and find the event and just say you're going. But that's me. That's what my page looks like. But anyways, it's just an idea. And if you guys have any other ideas, by all means, let me know. Let me flip this thing over, and I'm gonna look at this this video with you. All right, cool. Joshua, I see you there. You 2 kayaks you'd be happy to let anyone use that might want to try it out. And you'll supply the PDFs. Right on. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Josh and I are going to go fishing in a few days, I believe. All right, good. Well, listen, how about if I, before I really just start talking and stuff, let me share this video with you. I think it's pretty interesting. If you're just tuning in, I'm working on a new commercial for my lure, and so I just have a rough cut of it right now, and it's coming together. There's a lot of footage on here you haven't seen from fishing trips and stuff, so I figured I'd just run through it with you and let you watch it with me, and maybe I'll talk to you about it. So I'll tell you kind of what I'm thinking, you know. All right, let me see if it has volume here for you.
Okay. Good fish, man! Yeah!
Oh, yes, it's coming out.
Good catch, dude. Well done.
A dandy.
Yeah, it's a nice lake.
Wow.
Client for the charter tonight. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Feel good?
Yeah,
Much
so I'm
love.
pulling these from dock
respect.
updates. I'm pulling from charters.
Oh, he's coming up to the boat. Right
So it's
to
a
me?
real hodgepodge of all
There
these
you
different
go.
fishing
Yeah.
captures, you know. And this one you guys might recognize. This is that 7-point saddle lake.
That's what we come to Lewistown for, huh?
So I might recycle that one. I'm not sure. I like that. That's a good shot there, you know.
Look at that beauty, man.
Not much to complain about there.
Here for the day. I really just stopped down to do the dock update for you, but
I remember
I
this.
had time.
I had a dock update. I was out there for about 30 minutes, and I managed to pick these 2 Lakers up. So at some point, like, my idea is to, of course, show the lure hanging from the fish. And I had a lot of fish like this one where the lure came out in the net or whatever. And so I just removed it. But I wanted to have the lure, like, hanging out of their face every time, but it just didn't happen any chance. And then I was up at Sayers, too, doing some jigging with just the tail section of it.
Take him home.
And it was working really good for the yellow perch and the crappie, so I thought I'd show that. That's what you're seeing here.
Those are the yellow perch we're looking for. Well,
Yeah,
that's
it
a good
is.
sign, man.
It is a
First
nice
drop
yellow.
like that.
About 20 yellow. So a lot of the audio is going to be gone, right? It's just going to be video clips, and I'll probably, you know, like just do like talk over it. And then I took a couple close-up shots of the lures, of course, I want to show everybody. I'm thinking the close-up shots of the lure will be earlier in the video too, so people get an eyeful of the lure as they're catching fish, you know what I mean? And then because the black lure is a little bit different, it's got the side eye on it. I'm gonna try to work this in to be like a real simple tutorial on how to sleeve on a tube, these 5-inch tubes. So the lure is built to fit 5-inch tubes, and that's how they look whenever they're all jigged up with the tube on it. So that's for casting, and it's for suspended jigging, but a large body, large profile to it and such. And then of course it shows that they glow. A couple more catches.
Striper, buddy. Woo!
That's one of the striper we caught on it.
Yep. Out of his air bladder.
Oh, and I showed the releases. I thought it'd be important to show the releases, just so folks know. It's okay to release a fish too.
He wanted it. That glow hook is just.
Yeah. So that's it. You know, I kind of have those clips kind of put together, and I'm going to get back to editing it, and of course add all the stuff that needs to be added to it yet. But what do you guys think? That's the footage I'm going to use anyways. So a lot of that was probably new to you, but some of it might have been recycled, but for the most part, I think most of that video is new. What do you guys think? I might put a couple strums of the guitar over top of it, make some like little ambient music in the background. But I think mostly I'll talk over it and just be like, you know, what's the lure designed for, you know, and just like some directions and stuff, and just talk about the kit and how it actually applies to fishing. I haven't really written up a script or anything, but that's it. That was the idea for the video. That's the footage. That's where I'm at right now. You guys out on the water? You making any progress? You guys seeing anything? And this is real chill, guys. You know, you guys can talk or not talk, but if you have any questions and such, I'm here, man. I'm here. Let's do this. So these streams are still pretty early. You know, we've only been doing them for a couple weeks, but I am going to plan on doing these each Tuesday around 6 o'clock. And I think I want to actually invite some other fishermen to come on and talk. So if you guys have a camera and you guys can do a stream with me, by all means, let me know if you want to do this and stuff with me. It really helps a lot if you have a YouTube channel, if you're active in social media. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but something that makes you active on social media would be good. other than Facebook, I guess I'm saying. I know a lot of folks pretty much experience the internet on Facebook, which is fine, but I think I'm talking about someone that has a YouTube channel. It really helps. You know, it's the internet, guys. That's all it is. It's good to know somebody, and if they have some material, you can kind of watch them. You get an idea who they are and what they're doing. Just helps a lot. I'm pretty transparent, so it doesn't bother me at all. But well, that's why we're here. That's why I'm on right now. But if you know somebody, by all means, tell them to reach out. But I have a couple ideas. There's a couple local guys to the lake, and they fish it regular. Great fishermen, and they have YouTube channels too. So I think over the winter, when things slow down, I think we're gonna have some good time, some good chat time. But we're not done yet. The fishing is fired up right now. We are not done now. It's such a shame that people take their boats off a little too early. I started fishing and chilling because it's always been like that Christmas, New Year's, you know, right at the new year. Seems like that's the wall. Seems like January 1st, it's just difficult to get out there and fish. You still can, by all means. You can still go, you know, have success. You'll be dealing with a little snow and some hard water from time to time. But as long as you time it well, you can still get out on the boat. There's always ice fishing. You guys ice fishing this year? I was thinking about it. I haven't gone ice fishing yet. Never have. But I've got a friend. I think that video's incoming also. I did have a friend took me out gigging for fish. So I have that video. It's probably going to be a short one because I don't have a whole lot of video from it. But we did go out spearing fish the other night a few weeks ago. I think the only species you can spear are carp and suckers. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something else. You guys know? What all can you spearfish? We were just looking for carp and suckers, though. Happy Thanksgiving for what it's worth. I know it was a few days ago, but hopefully you guys had a good turkey. Well, let's talk fishing, guys. What do you have? What are you seeing? Who's out on the water? What are you seeing? What are you running into? Let's see if we can talk about it. I did mention last week about possibly looking at, with you guys, what do I say it was? I think I was thinking of active target or active imagery. So we're talking about like live scan or live scope. Let me see if the one that I kind of got stuck on was total scan, structure scan by Rydes, which was essentially let's see if I can bring this up without the volume on. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. This is what I'm looking at. So this is a couple years ago. I really started looking at structure scan pretty hard. And I'm not going to bring up the audio or anything like that, but you guys can check it out with me. It's essentially, well, it's not just essentially. It is side scan, but it gives you this mapping feature. It kind of does like a 3D image as well as your side scan. So it's like you're sitting down in the water behind the boat, and it gives you just a different angle, a way of looking at the water. I remember when I saw this the first time, you know, it might have been like, I don't know if it's 10 years, but certainly 5 years ago. And my imagination just went crazy, man. I love it. If you guys aren't using your side scan, guys, you're really missing out. Yeah. Sorry, I'm missing your chat. I got the wrong window open here. Brock, carp, catfish, and suckers. Okay. Oh, yeah, catfish. I forgot. Yeah, catfish is good, too. Yeah. First time doing it, so I'm really, really just learning it. Yeah, Doug, I know that's the truth, man. Like my phone calls and text messages, people just asking, it has really just slowed way down. Like I just know people aren't on the water. They're just busy in the woods. I get that too. But anyways, this is the one that kind of got my imagination going here. That structure scan. But I think last week when I was talking about it with you, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of structure scan. And I do still think live scope is setting the standard. That being said, I think Lowrance has, because they have, like if you're going to do your whole boat in Lowrance, it's possible now. I think that their active target is good. I won't say it's as good as live scope though, but it's good. So if you wanted to run one system throughout the boat, so everything from a trolling motor to electronics and everything, a whole gig, Lowrance is not bad. I guess it's all right if we have a short stream tonight, too. I guess everybody's just really into the, like we were just saying, they're really into the hunting mood right now. So fishing isn't it, huh? Because of the cold water, the cold air temperature, it's going to make the water colder, and the fish are going to change what they're doing. But it doesn't mean they stop. I mean, fish don't get big when they don't eat. You know, they have to eat. Fish has to eat. They can go inactive for spells, but ultimately they're going to come back around. Usually they just find a place they are comfortable, and that's where they're active. So the real trick is whenever there's changes in the system is to find where the fish are comfortable at. And I like to target lakers at Raystown because I think it's a great lake trout fishery. I feel kind of like I can find them. You know, some fish, man, they're just like a ghost. They just disappear sometimes. But with the Lakers, I feel like I can find them with some consistency. Hopefully you guys are too. Good evening, everyone. I'm glad you guys stopped in to do the live chat with me. I might only stay on for about another 10 minutes or something like that, and then I'll check out. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I stayed home today. I wasn't even on the water. Didn't have anybody that was interested in going out fishing today, which is a shame because we're on them, buddy. We're catching. I think just about every charter out there is catching, too. It seems like we're doing pretty good. It's a shame that it overlaps so hard with the hunting season, but that's the nature of it. That's just the nature of it. It's almost like you could troll to the woods and then troll back to the dock. Catch a few on the way in and a few on the way out. A little bit of luck, you'll be bagging a deer too. Did you guys hunt up at the lake at all? Up around Raystown? I know a lot of guys do that. I've tried it before. My issue is I get distracted by the water though. Get frustrated in the woods and then get distracted. You go start fishing the water. Well, I did talk about the moon in the dock update, and I do think that I'm going to stick to my guns on that. There's a number of things to keep straight and kind of keep in the forefront of your mind as far as in the system, and it's not just it's daytime, nighttime, it's high pressure, low pressure, and for me it's more moon position than it is moon cycle. Though I am aware of moon cycle, I don't think it doesn't have near the impact that moon position does. So overhead, underfoot is much more important to me. But right now what we have is I think yesterday was full moon. So we're what is it? Is it waning now? Yeah, so it's coming off of the full moon now. And usually if it's a hard full moon, if the full moon really affects things, you usually get about 4 days or something like that of hard shutdown on the lake. I do not think the lake is experiencing that. I don't think it's a hard full moon. The full moon's overhead at night. So like right now, if you guys go outside and look, if you can see the moon, you should be able to, if it's not overcast, you should be able to see the moon. And it's a good time to go back and work them points. If you're a nighttime fisherman, tonight's a good night to be out there. Which is cool if you're working a normal 9 to 5. You're getting on the water at 6 o'clock at night, and you can go out for 2 hours and cast a couple points and stand a good chance of picking one up. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad, but that's all moon position more so than full moon. Moon overhead, it makes them active. It really does. In my experience, it really does. Won't lie though, I'm looking at fishing and chilling and hoping that it's more fishing than chilling. I'm hoping we get a warm up. We had flurries today. I'm not totally excited about flurries. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. I pour myself into those videos. I really do. I'm a fisherman, but man, I get excited. I get back here and I have the computer set up here, and when I get back, I throw my videos, everything I captured for the day, and I'm just excited to see what I actually captured, I appreciate that. It's all right, man. It looks like you guys just don't have a whole lot on your mind right now as far as fishing. These streams are going to be kind of loose, so you're welcome to just come and hang out and stuff, and I appreciate that. And even if you don't have anything you want to ask me, it's cool you show up just to support the channel. I really appreciate it, guys. That's cool. I'll hang out for another few minutes, and then we'll shut her down. Not every stream has to be an hour long. It's no big deal. Think of it as like an opportunity that you have each week. So every Tuesday around 6 o'clock, you can jump on here and see if you can catch up with me and maybe just get an idea of what's going on. And I might not be able to do a dock update every week, but for the most part, I can, because I'm here at the house, I can jump on and do a live stream with you. And I don't have to be on the water to be able to give you some input. We can certainly talk about the systems and kind of what's going through my head. Like when I target days for peak days for going out on charter, I watch the systems, everything with the weather and everything. Weather, temperature, moon cycles, high pressure, low pressure, all that stuff. So on Tuesday, think of it as an opportunity to stop in and just kind of glean a little something. And maybe it'll help, maybe it won't, but at least it'll get you thinking about it. Touching base, so to speak. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. In the simplest way, that's support, And I feel it. I feel the love. It's a good place to hunt, Doug. It really is. I see a lot of people take deer off the mountain. I'll say it because I don't mind saying things. It's unfortunate that driving deer is so popular. And I totally understand it. Like if I was in a drive, I would enjoy it. It's just the folks who aren't in the drive, there's very little joy for them. I think it's a little bit of a bugger that up around the lake there you get a lot of folks driving, especially at the easy access places. I think the trick to hunting Lake Raystown is to take the boat and go where you can't walk to very easily. If I was hunting the lake, that's probably where I'd go. It wouldn't be the flats. I probably wouldn't even be on the east side of the lake. I'd probably go to the west side, over to the mountain. It's miserable over there, but try to find a spot over there you can tuck in and have yourself a good hunt. It is the cold side of the lake, though. The sun doesn't hit that west bank, until later in the day, so it's a cold day, that's for sure. Nonetheless, I want everybody to succeed. If driving is what you're going to do for hunting, then by all means. It's more important that we succeed. Am I the only one? I kind of have an opinion about that. I guess we're all allowed to have an opinion. Tonight's going to be a good night, guys. Nice cool front moving through. I'm going to sleep good. Might watch a movie tonight, have some chili. Maybe I'll burn a pot of coffee too. Josh, yeah, sure. Josh says I should pin the locations where I'd go hunting. The hunters would love it. Sure. Try not to make too many enemies while I'm out there, but it comes with the territory, I reckon. I shouldn't say that. Like I think there's a lot of love on the lake, and usually when somebody gets upset, it's because they decided they were going to be upset, and they just found something to be upset about, and you happen to get caught in the crossfire. Most of those folks who get upset like that, well, they're probably just struggling with something, and I really truly do wish that things get better for them. So, enough on that though. We're here to make friends, not enemies. But I think that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there, okay? I'll stay on for another minute or two if you think of something in the last second here. But Tuesdays around this time, I'll come on and I'll keep doing my little notes thing like through the week. I just take notes of things. I don't know why I'm having trouble showing you my note. It doesn't matter. I just put that there on the desk here, and then through the week I write things on there. I have an idea that I want to do for the live stream, or at least touch on it. And it seems to be working. I remember I had, before I started the charter, I had a business idea, and I was young, I had my little John boat, and I had this business idea of getting a bait tank and sitting it right on the floor in my John boat, right in the center, going out with the cast net, because I know this is a thing. It's tough to catch bait for a lot of people out at the lake, right? Thank you, Doug. Yeah, pick some up, buddy. And I'll come out and fish with you, too. I'll do a personal tutorial. You let me know when you and Sean are getting together. We'll do it. We'll make it happen. We've talked about it. We need to do that. And make for a good video, too. But I had this idea to get a great big bait tank and sit it on my John boat. Something like a 75-gallon bait tank, right? And then fill it with shad, and then get a big flag that hangs up off my John boat, like just, a flag. It just reads, Shad Man. Just a flag on the bow of the boat and the transom on the boat. Both of them should say Shad Man. And I'll go out and run the lake with my bait. And I find fishing boats that are out there, and I'll roll up to them and I'd sell shad. That was my great business idea whenever I was a younger man, just starting to get around on the lake, right? There's problems with that. You're not allowed to sell shad. So, business idea failed before I ever got started, but I was going to be Shad Man long before I was going to be Randall Rydes fishing charter. I was going to be bringing your bait. Man, what a great idea though, right? Boat-to-boat delivery service for shad at Raystown Lake. Man, Can't tell me that wouldn't make some money. Yeah. It definitely would work, yep. The bait is still one of the most talked about topics whenever it comes to Raystown. People are still talking about where to get bait. Yes, you can sell trout. All right, Doug, well, you have my number, buddy. Yeah, I mean that too. I'm always looking for an excuse to get out. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. If you haven't done a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it if you would. Check the sub. But I'm going to let you guys go. Do stop at the Facebook page and check out the events that I have listed. And also, go ahead and put my phone number in your phone. If you have any questions, send me a text, give me a call. I'm always happy to talk fishing. But that's it. I'm going to let you guys go, all right? So thank you for stopping in. This little time we have together, it really supports the channel. And that's it. Much love, much respect. See you guys.